Hey beauty cats, I'm back. Alright, so this is the morning of reviews. If you see me wear the same thing and you just watched one of my videos, I have insomnia and I just decided that I'm going to do a whole bunch of reviews because I'm awake. Yes. Why not? Why not? And I would like to be helpful to others, other consumers that are just like me, that are beauty junkies, that, you know, need to spend their hard-earned money on products that are worth it or that are comparable. So anyways, I'm going to talk about these guys. Yes, they're a little dirty, yes, because I use them. They're still pretty damp. I did use them today just to make sure that I was going to say what I was going to say was legit and correct, but I kind of already had the thought of what I was going to say. So I don't use much of a brush anymore when I'm applying foundation. I really use sponges now. And it's really funny because I never thought I would get to the sponge or the beauty blender or the Real Technique. So this is the Real Technique sponge and this is the beauty blender. So the way that you're supposed to use them, and I watched Candy Johnson, she talked about the beauty blender. It is a special sponge. It's got some kind of, I don't know, technology to it to where it's made to be used wet. Now, I have used it dry and I do like using it dry. That's just me personally, but this does work really nice to, I feel like it almost shears out the foundation, or I don't know, I feel like because you're pouncing it, the way you use it, you pounce with both of these when you're using it. I feel like they're great to use for foundation because you can press it into your skin and get every pore. If you have a lot of pores, like I have acne scars, it's going to go in and it's going to be easier for you to use powder and look a little bit more flawless. So that's why I like these. I really do feel like it gives me a better coating with both of them. So the consistency of these, this one is a lot more squishier and this one's just like air, like it's very light. And this one's a little heavier. I don't know if it's because it retains a little bit more water. I do feel like it is a little bit wetter still. This one feels like it's a little bit drier. Like this one will definitely dry faster than the Real Technique sponge. But do they work the same? I feel like they do. Do they work the same dry? I don't think so. I think they work differently dry. Um, and I've used this one dry quite a bit, and I seem to really like this one dry. I don't know, just maybe the texture of it versus the texture of this one. This one's almost like I don't know, like air. They're both squishy, but this one is just, it's really softer, and this one's a little bit firmer. I don't know how else to explain it. They are both great for getting up in the corner because they have the points at the end. They're both great if you just want to dab. This one's got a flat surface, this one has a rounded surface. Now, one thing that was really interesting to me, Candy Johnson said, was she's another makeup artist on YouTube, by the way. She said that you can use this to apply your foundation and your concealer and like your cream bronzer and your powders. And I thought that's kind of interesting. That's kind of weird. Like I feel like it worked well with the beauty blender, and this one kind of caked on a little bit more with the Real Technique sponge when I tried to go into my powder. Like this one does hold a lot more moisture than the beauty blender. So that being said, I mean there's pros and cons about it, but I never actually thought about trying using my powder, my pressed powder. Like you can use, she used loose powder on her video with it, and she applied it really nice. It looked flawless on her. So I'm just, you know, I used pressed powder, so I don't know if that made a difference or not. Maybe it did. But I felt like the pressed powder, I could use this with the Beauty Blender, and it did fine. I tried using it to press powder wet with my Beauty Blender, and I don't like either of them how it looked like for the under eye, because I feel like it really didn't, what's the word? It really didn't set the eye. Like, I feel like a powder brush would do a lot better than either of these. So that is my 2 cents on the Real Techniques and the Beauty Blender sponge. So I hope this was helpful for you consumers out there. You beauty cats, let me know what you think. If you disagree, if you agree. I'm just keeping it real. Alright, beauty cats, like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. See you later.